Exhibit dedicated to the Queen of Soul. It's giving fans a closer look at the music icon's life. The Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History in Detroit honoring Aretha Franklin with a special exhibit. The display, called Think, shares photos, documents, and videos from her full life.
Well, really, we're turning this into the living room of the Queen, not to focus so much on artifacts and items, but to select photography and artwork that really demonstrated segments of her life, aspects of her life. But as you'll see, each one of those photos has a very personal, very emotional aura to it.
There are a lot of displays, including the gown and shoes that were on Franklin during her viewing. The exhibit opens tomorrow and it will run until January.